Welcome, everybody. I'm Larry Schwartz with Pool Action TV, and we're here at the WPBA Ho Chunk Classic here in Wisconsin Dells, and we're in for another great match. Okay, we have Janet Atwell and Kristie Bacon, and this is going to be another great match, as all the matches have been so far. So I also have a special guest here, and I have Kelly Cavanaugh. Kelly, currently living in Orlando, Florida, originally from Queens, New York. How you
Yep.
doing, Kelly?
Great. How are you?
Fine, thanks. Glad to have you. It's really a pleasure. So
I'm here for a good one.
this
really
is a good one.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna fill me in more and
Yes.
fill everybody
I do
in
know
because
them.
you do know a lot. Okay. Yes, I know, and I see your ranking. You've been since 2011 a pro, so you've been playing with these ladies for 7 years and
Yes.
the tour, and that's great. So let's go with okay.
I actually played Kristie in the first round, and she tortured me.
Is that right?
Yes. This.
I saw you playing your match. So that was the first round, yeah.
When I was back on the
Yeah,
island. Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay, and what can you tell us about this? Is
Janet's at the table. Janet's from Bristol, which is like on the border of Tennessee and Virginia. I think she's technically Tennessee.
okay, Far East Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually like close to Atlanta, everything there, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
you're
not too
kind of
bad.
in that little circle.
Yeah, she actually told me yesterday that it's about 3 hours from Atlanta. We have another event there next month at actually Janet's Pool Hall. So
Is
it's
that
Borderline
right?
Billiards.
Yeah, I was hearing about that.
That's our next signature event. And it looks like I'll be driving from Orlando. Wow, what a shot.
That's a nice start, right?
She fooled me there. I had no idea she was going for the combo.
That was all right.
Sneaky.
Nice way to get on the board right away, huh?
Yep.
So Janet takes the first game, and and this is a race to 8, and there's $50,000 up for grabs for these women. Not too bad, pretty sporty. So
I'll take it.
the winner's going to get $10,000 for first, $6,400 for second, $3,800 third, fourth is $3,000, fifth, $2,400. I mean, it's not bad. You start going down the line, it
Yeah.
pays deep, and that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it pays all the way through the top 24. Of course, there is a casino outside, so gotta watch out.
Yeah, they go right away. They go right away and make a deposit right in the.
Yeah, do not
Yeah,
cash
you
that
don't want to
check.
do that. Yeah, go stage right. Don't go stage left when you walk out the doors
Exactly.
here.
Go straight to your room.
Yeah.
Be a good girl.
Another
Great
one
break.
ball.
Great break.
And the 2 ball is going to get funny.
Might be able to back cut this in. Depends how far off the rail. I can't see how far off the rail.
I
it is.
know. Our view, the viewers' view, you can't tell a lot of times exactly.
Yeah.
You
And
know
they
what
don't
the
want us
player
to say,
sees.
hold on, let me go look at that.
No, I don't know.
I don't think
Well, I
they
don't know
would
how well you know
appreciate that.
Janet. You sound like you know her pretty well. She
Yeah.
wouldn't mind.
Actually, Kristie and Janet know each other really well. They're not. Kristie's in Nashville, so not too far of a trip. I think she said it's like an hour, 40 minutes. So they actually have played together many times.
Yeah, I see. I see Kristie is she's in Knoxville, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she was born in Massachusetts.
Yep.
Lowell, Massachusetts.
Another northerner.
Yeah.
Going south, too cold.
And it's not available when she turned. Her current ranking is 92, and her nickname is the Baconator.
Yes.
Okay.
When I first met her, she said, people call me Bacon, and I thought it meant that she just really liked bacon, and then I finally found out it was her last name.
That's funny.
I was like, oh, I thought you just really liked bacon. She's like, oh, I
That's
do.
pretty funny. That really is good. So her sponsors are Billiards and Brews, Rosner Q Repair, Outsville, and Lucky Shot Billiards. And she loves and plays the game in memory of Earl Nichols, and that was her grandfather. So
She's a lot of fun too. So
I'll tell you what, you women bring a lot of class to the sport. You know, you bring it to another level, and the camaraderie and everything. It's beautiful. It's great to watch.
oh, good shot, good shot.
What a-
Well done, well done.
It sure was. It sure was. That was real nicely done. Let's take another look at that. That was something to see again. Look at this kick, how she just, and she got the perfect speed, came right before the ball. Boom.
Probably come in the center of the table for this 5-ball.
Just overcut it. And then on top of it, scratch. Well, I have to believe Janet's just going to make this and play the 5 right in the side. How do you see playing this?
It depends where she wants to be on the 6-ball, because the 6 is kind of in a weird spot since the 7's kind of in its way, depending which side she was. She could shoot the 5 in the opposite corner of the 4. That way she can just roll up for the 6.
It's
She could
like
do the
it's
same
like
with the
what's
side.
nice about shooting it in the side is you get minimize the cue ball movement,
Right.
which is a real strong thing to do when you have the when you have the luxury of doing it. So she
Yeah,
might have
it's-
come up a little further then. See if we can get a little look at it. There's her look there. It came up a little further than she intended.
Yeah, she's still on the right side though, so she can just a matter of either holding it, like going 2 rails for the 6 or 1 rail. That's where it's hard to see that angle. Kind of like 2 rails just because you can stroke it.
That's where she should have gone for the shot you first said, just because I could see she likes to let out her stroke. She did a nice job, but I'm not sure that she didn't. She get there? It's close, isn't it?
She doesn't look too upset, so I think it goes.
Yeah, I would say so too. Look at
Let's see. She's pretty good at holding her emotions.
play poker, right?
You can tell in my face if I can see the ball or not. I think she can just see a piece of it, the way she's looking at it. She can see a piece, she can play a good safety. Maybe she can't see it. Oh, she's kicking.
You're right. She holds her emotion. She's
Mhm.
in the wrong game. She's supposed to be
Poker
playing poker.
face.
All
Mhm.
poker.
Must be. She can get a good kick safe here if she hits it pretty full.
That's exactly right. Keep it right behind that 9 if she comes into it and sticks the cue ball. But she got the distance, though, and she's going to get rewarded anyway. She's going to almost took her. Might have it.
I think she's got it.
Let's see if we could get a side view here. So she definitely has, she could see
Itty
it.
bitty.
Itty bitty. That's all you need to see
That's
is
all
an
you
itty
need.
bitty. That's all you want. You want the itty bitty.
Yeah, if it doesn't go, then she can just play the cue ball around like 3 rails maybe, back up table by the 8. Just kind of looking at it like it might go. We're going to have to teach them hand signals to tell
That's
us when
all.
it goes.
But she can definitely hit it coming towards
She's
us.
kicking though, so maybe she doesn't feel good about it.
She kicked it. Actually, let's see what the turnout is.
Not too terrible, but that looks makeable.
It's makeable, and does the cue ball, I think it just clips the right side of the 9. I'm not sure if it even hits she's looking at it, but to hit the 9 full, I think she's has to cut it too thinly to make it.
walking around that great. Oh. I'm here for the sound effects.
That's okay. That's okay. So she does have the option. Well, she's getting right down. She's going to roll on top of this 8-ball. I could see the way she's playing, and she sees that right away.
Trying to freeze it right on that 8.
Maybe she plays a little bit of one pocket.
I love one pocket.
I do too.
I love it.
I just came back from your state, Cape Coral. I did the commentary for Justin
and
Hall and
Alex
Pagulayan. That was great. A lot of fun.
I watched. That's probably why your voice is familiar. Seen you before.
What a nice place. Have you ever been there?
Actually, no, because it's like 3.5 hours from Orlando.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
You're a lot further from here. You're
I'm
here.
old.
You're old.
No, I feel like it was during the week.
That's exactly right.
So I had to
it
work.
was over. It started on a Tuesday, over on Wednesday. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We were hoping, obviously, it would go.
Nice shot,
Another
but
couple
she
of
let
days.
give her ball in hand. So Janet's going to have a good opportunity here to pull up 2-0. Good friend of mine in Las Vegas, one of the greatest all-around players, Hall of Famer Eddie Kelly. Eddie Kelly. Okay, Eddie.
See, it's a Kelly
Champagne.
thing.
No, but watch this. No, it even gets better with the Kelly thing. His first wife, he married. Well, his wife, he married. Her first name was Kelly, so she was Kelly.
Kelly.
So
Oh
there
my
was Kelly
gosh.
going on.
That's awesome. I had a friend whose last name was Kelly in high school, and our friends would be like, if you guys got married, you'd be Kelly.
Well, I know a
I
Kelly.
didn't know there actually
I know
was
a
one.
Kelly. Positively. Great people. I really like that Jeanette style. So, she seems very decisive. She knows exactly. She gets down, knows what she wants to do, and she does it.
Yeah, commits to the shot every time.
That's great.
Probably one of the most. I mean, everybody here maintains focus, obviously, really well. But like we were saying, like you don't see the emotion. Stays steady the whole time, consistent, focused.
Yeah, that's a key. You can do that. You're
Yeah.
going to win the tournament.
Yeah, especially pocket balls the way she does.
Congratulations to Monty Arnold for winning and advancing to tomorrow's final stage.
A lot of good matches up right now.
Joanne Ashton will have a match tonight at 8 p.m.
So we got 2-0 now.
Exactly.
Kristie breaking. Kristie Bacon breaking.
Wait a minute. If she married a guy with the last name of Breakin,
She told me.
Breakin, she'd be Kristie Bacon. Kristie Bacon Breakin. And don't say that too many times. All right, here she goes. Kristie Bacon is breaking.
It's awesome. She told me, I told her I would be commentating, and she said, feel free to make all the bacon jokes you want.
That's all right. Go out the cue ball, keep the cue ball right there, and you have a better chance of getting a nice shot on this one like she did.
This looks pretty, minus maybe the 3-5 there.
Yeah, that 5 is straight. Exactly. The 3 ball is exactly right. You navigate right to the problem and figure out, is it even worth, well, this ball you're going to have to go for, but then, then you figure out when am I going to, maybe I could duck right away, and here she doesn't have that option, so.
Yeah, but she should already have decided what she's doing on that 3 so that she can get the right shape on the 2.
Well, I got news for you. She might have the angle here to actually draw back, play the 3 in the right-hand bottom corner here. Look at this angle. Oh, no. I thought maybe she was a little further down for the 2 where she can come back to like
She looks
right
pretty
where her.
straight there. Is that as straight as it looks?
Oh, no, if she's putting follow, then she might have the other angle to come 2 rails over for that other corner. Well, she's just going to.
She fooled us too.
Yeah, don't worry, I get fooled. You're going to get fooled a lot because their view is different than our view, just the way it is.
Keeps it exciting.
Yeah. I mean, you know, she has the option to, you know, just hit the right side 3, bank it straight back up.
And go behind. You can actually go behind that 8 or around it.
She's trying to make the 5. She's going to shoot the 5, go into the 9 to stop the cue ball, and miss the 9. You know, that was really, really well done because she could see the 3, and it sure was. Here, if
Looks like she can come back, just come back across.
Between the 8 and 9, I never missed from here.
Yep.
Yeah, you come back,
I'm a
you're going to
champion
find
from
out. This is the best. Don't worry.
This game is so easy.
Yeah.
What do you mean? We jinxed her. Commentator curse.
There is something to that.
I
I don't
agree.
know what it is, but there is.
I think that's why a lot of people are
Hey,
like, don't
listen.
put me in the live
Hey,
stream.
listen. I got Saming Chin. Nobody does that.
You got Saming? Wow.
No, I don't know if she missed, though.
I'm like, does
Couldn't
she
have been the
ever
last.
miss a ball?
She never missed, no. Have you ever seen anything like it?
No, honestly.
And I was around Jeannie Belucas when she was in her prime. And Ray Hansen asked me, he says, well, you know, I says, that's best I ever seen. He says, well, you think she could have beat, you know, Jeannie? Without, you know, I think, don't worry, Jeannie would have had her hands full. And I think most of the men players would have their hands full.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. I know they would.
Yeah. Well, she played Donnie at Griff's.
She beat him.
And beat him.
2 sets.
Mm-hmm.
Donnie was a runner-up in U.S. Open. Come on.
Donnie's fantastic 10-ball. I mean, great player, obviously, in general, but, like, his... There's another one, like, the focus, the consistency. I mean,
It's
obviously all the top pros
unbelievable.
are.
I mean, it's... And she's 25.
Yeah. And she's so nice, you can't be mad.
She is.
She
I know.
is.
I just had, you know, said a couple words and just be on. It's...
Mm-hmm. Can she see this ball or is she kicking?
She could see it. I think she's cutting it. Is she? I mean, I believe she could. Oh, no.
Mm.
See, it's just a little bit deceiving there. That was awful close. And she sure didn't leave anything super simple either, but it is definitely a makeable shot where you could really just let out the stroke and cut this ball in, slice it right in.
Just make sure not to scratch inside and you're good.
Yeah, just a pinch of inside. Left English.
Mm-hmm. Just a pinch. Or teeny weeny, just a pinch.
Teeny weeny.
We're going to come up with all of those today.
So you enjoy one pocket. Well, I'll tell you right now, she hit it with that pocket speed, which, you know, on these pro cut pockets, it helps a lot. But you like one pocket, huh?
Yeah.
Doesn't that help you with all the games? I mean, it's a...
Yeah, you know what's funny is I don't play it a ton, but I'm one of those weirdos that can sit there and watch one pocket for days.
When you understand, it is an addicting game.
Yeah, once you understand
Wow.
the strategy, as long as you're patient, obviously, because it's a huge part of it. But to me, I just like the strategy piece of it, you know?
The chess part.
Yeah.
Really nicely. This was impressive, this out.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing easy about this out. And Kristie really took care of it.
On the
So,
board.
Chris-
2-1.
2-1 in this race to 8. I'm Larry Schwartz here with Pool Action TV, and I'm joined by our special guest, Kelly Cavanaugh. So is that your next event, the one in Tennessee, Cal?
Yep. That's the next WPBA event. It's one of our signature events, which I really like because we go into the pool halls and you actually get, you know, to spend that time with fans and basically make friends. And we were in New Iberia.
You're
at
not making
Emeralds.
friends here?
I always make friends, but it's
You
harder
seem
in these bigger events, like because the arena is so big, you know. So
No,
you
that's
don't
I
run
understand
across-
with what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see the same
No,
people
pool hall,
constantly.
Yeah, it's a lot
Pool
more
hall, you're in the
friendly.
middle. You're in the mix, you know, like.
Yeah.
And at Emeralds in New Iberia a couple months ago, like to the point where I feel like the people there are family, you know, like I know people that work
I was there. The
like-
place is huge. I went
Yeah.
there. You know, I did the commentary about 3 times for the White Diamonds. You know, over at Chris Miller's,
Mhm.
which isn't that far, right?
Mhm.
And then I went over there. I could not believe how big that place is.
Yeah, like I think it used to be a bingo hall.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. And then they have that back room with the diamond
Mhm.
tables, and it's the way they set up a tournament, actually, like in Vegas, the way they have the tables up above. It's really beautiful there.
And everybody there is amazing. The owner,
Yeah.
his wife,
Yeah, I met
Keith
him.
is the owner.
Yeah.
They took such good care of us. Like I said, I walked away feeling like it was family. Like I played there. Like that was my
That's
home pool hall.
beautiful.
Like,
No, but that's great. That's
Yeah.
great, Kelly. I'm telling you, that is a nice feeling. And yeah, I felt the same way, and I met the owners, and I was given just the short time I was there, nice treatment. Well, on the wrong side of this ball, but let's see if she could put a little bit of right and just come towards that. Even if she could come towards the 7 or just should be okay. Let's see. It looks like she's on the wrong side.
yeah, I'm looking at him like, is she on the well, she's looking at us, so she must be a little bit on the wrong side. Teensy weensy. Well, that 3 ball is technically cuttable from up table, but then you've got a problem with the 4.
You got to come back into the 5. Well, she's really playing it safe. She says, I'm going to guarantee myself, unless she's just going to, look at this, she's going to come and just try to keep her
She's playing
behind the
safe.
9, and
Mhm.
just bring it straight back up table. Keep behind the
that.
9, beautifully done. Excellent save.
That's called discipline right there, where you think
Yeah,
I should be out
that's
from
why
here,
I
it's
asked, does she
wide
play one
open.
pocket?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I actually have no idea if she does. I think that's one of the hardest things to convince yourself to do when the table's wide open to play to play the safe. You just want to get
Well-
out. I just want to get out.
What's that saying? If the safe is tougher than the shot, shoot the shot.
Shoot
no,
the
if
shot.
yeah.
Right.
But
But
the
if-
shot can be real tough, but you think, okay, I'm not going to make this. I'm going to try this safe that I'm probably not going to be successful. Then go ahead and take the chance. Go for
Or
the
there's-
gusto.
And those percentages change day to day because some days you don't have
Excellent
it
point.
all.
Kelly, I'll tell you right now, just knowing that, I could tell you right now, you're seasoned and because if you could play to your emotions and your feelings that day, wow, nice try, and she's going to get rewarded for this. She's going to get rewarded.
Look, she put it right back where it started.
That's exactly
good.
right.
It's like
So-
golf. You're on the same line. You know how to.
Like, hey, listen, what's the right shot for you might not be the right shot for me. If you can't execute the shot, somebody can't say that's the wrong shot, shoot this shot. Well, I can't make that shot. Why should I shoot it?
Yeah, and I have days like some days my left English isn't working. Like just the strangest thing.
No, it's not. Believe me, you're not the only one. Best.
I was
Very
practicing on Wednesday. I literally said I was like, anything more than a quarter to the left, I can't make the ball. But who knows the next day? The next day it could be fine and something else.
What
Yeah.
pool hall do you play in Orlando? Last time I was in Orlando, I was on the International Pool Tour, and I played down there at the Convention Center, and I went into the pool
probably saw
rooms
you there. I went to
Yeah,
go watch.
that's where you saw me.
Yeah, there you go. Apparently, we've been around each other a million times and didn't know. I play mostly at Clicks North,
I'm sure I've been there.
and then we've got I actually have a couple of, well, one I say is new, Euphoria. That's also nearby my house. And then there's a new place up in Sanford called Racks. That is all diamonds, beautiful, 9-footers and 7-footers.
I'm trying to think of the gentleman I got friendly with. Really a pool fan, been around it for a long time. He got friendly. He was pretty friendly with Mike Siegel when he was down there. And I'm trying to think. A little bit older guy.
Oh, gosh.
Loves pool. Knows a lot. Shows you little things about the game.
Wayne?
Oh,
Wayne Catledge?
yes.
Wow.
That was pretty
Look
good.
at that guess, everybody.
No, that was good. That was good. That's exactly who. Classy guy, right?
Yep.
Really first class.
Just saw him a couple days ago.
Yeah, you could tell him I said hello.
I will.
I still remember telling the shots that he showed me. He had some clever shots.
Yeah, his knowledge is way up
All
there.
right. Everything he showed me. All that.
To precision. Yes.
Yes.
He coaches. He's a great coach. He's coached a lot of players. This is kind of funky. She wants to say this so bad, but she's gonna play the kick safe. Ooh.
No.
See, that's so
Well-
squirrely because if you hit the wrong side of the four ball, you scratch. So you're aiming for the other side of the four ball, and then obviously she overcompensated a little bit and missed it. And I bet she's
And-
sitting there thinking, I should have messed it.
Allison Fisher was in the booth, not the last round, around before, and she was saying the same thing, how these diamond tables play, even though it's a new cloth, they play very sharp, okay?
Mhm.
And they don't have that, like where it plays where the ball spreads or, where she could have, normally that would have hit, so.
Right. Yeah, because they tend to play a little shorter, depending what you're used to playing on. But yeah, add in new cloth, new tables, new balls, very clean balls.
All the variables, and there's
Yeah.
quite a few of them, and you're hitting on a lot of them. The humidity, the climate, the whatever.
Mhm. That's like yesterday. In my match itself, it was like it wasn't warm in here. It was like comfortable when we first started, and then during the match, it got
cold.
colder and colder. And I was like, the table has changed in like 10 minutes.
No
you
doubt.
know? And that, there's a negative to knowing too much sometimes. Because if you don't know any better, you tend to adjust. But if you know it, then it can get in your head a little bit.
Well, playing in Florida, you know what it's like to play on, humid
Yes.
conditions, and it makes it really sharp, the rails. So she's going to have her work cut out for her here, Kristie, to tie this match up. She's going to have to really just bear down, play with that pocket speed like she just did.
Mm-hmm.
She could.
Yeah, she's a shot maker, so I expect her to make it. Nerves, that'll be the other thing that'll get with you, depending on how she's feeling right now. Oh.
That's pocket speed, and then the
Yeah.
pocket just has a lot more forgiveness when you could hit it with that speed, especially coming down the rail like that. So we have a tie match, and it looks like a real good match here with Janet Atwell and Kristie Bacon, and I'm joined by Kelly Cavanaugh. So Kelly, you played 2 matches. Well, how many matches?
Oh, just 2. It was a rough day. First match, I made a couple mistakes in the beginning, and for those pool players out there, you know what happens. The pool gods tend to punish you for the rest of the match. And then my second match went double hill, and she missed the 8 ball and left me the high percentage bank. Not really, like the safety it was one of those where it was like it's double hill, you gotta go for it. Missed it, paid for it. Next, I was already on the hill, so she wins out. We go to the next one, and she played a safety, made a good hit, left her as hard a shot as possible, and she came with a shot on the 6th ball and ran out.
And who was that?
Tony Estevez, one of the sweetest, nicest people on the tour. Love her.
Well, she's going to get a nice
is
crack
that
at this
1-9?
9 ball.
Yeah. Oh, and you can play the safe shape so easy on here.
I
The
got to
cue
go
ball's
for the
coming
9.
down.
You're going for
That's
the
what
9.
I'm saying. Go for the 9, but you know that the cue ball's coming up table. So if you miss
so
it,
it's like two-way. I see
right,
what.
you're
Yeah.
not going to leave it
No.
for, God willing, you're not going
Good
to leave it
point.
for your opponent.
Yeah. Good point. And she played exactly what you said. She made sure the cue ball did get down here.
Yeah, and even though she's got a shot on this one, it's kind of funky to get on this too. You got to stroke it pretty good. Or you could play it. This is making me want to play.
Of course.
I'm like, or.
This is better.
Or.
This is better than practice for me.
I do watch a lot of live stream because you will learn different shot selections because you get into your own groove of how you do things, and just to see the other choices that people make kind of opens your eyes like, oh, like watching Justin and Alex play in one pocket. There were certain shots. Oh, man, she hit that good, but maybe she gets a window to see it. No.
I should be kicking no, but that's a good point. I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of times there's two things that get me in stroke. Better than practicing sometimes. Watching the great players and, working out. If I ran or something, like I used to run like 3 miles, or,
That's what I do.
release endorphins, you do that. So you feel real good, right? Sometimes I feel good enough where I don't even need to hit balls, from running and.
Yeah, because your endorphins are high, you're positive because you have good things going through. Yeah. Yeah.
So you do run.
Yep. Not before a match, but yes.
Try it. Try it.
Do you shower before you go play?
What is that? Oh, that's no.
She plays those 2 rails. She can get out. Oh, man, how does she even get through those 2 balls?
I know. But that is so true, watching great players, watching these people and just watching and learning from it and watching great players like Alex or watching, it's.
Or Allie. You said Allison Fisher was in the booth earlier. And man, to watch her and just, again, that consistency and her rhythm. Like, I don't think her rhythm's changed in
her demeanor at the table,
years.
It hasn't, trust me. Yeah, I spent a few days with her in Chicago, and she's, I helped her with strategy in the game and worked with her for a couple days, and her and Gerda, but it wasn't. I couldn't help her with anything else, but strategy. But anything, no. She started playing snooker.
Yeah, those snooker players, man. I love watching snooker. It's like, to me, I think the reason why I love it so much is it's everything about pool. There's some 1 pocket in there. There's 8 ball in there. There's 9 ball. Like, there's like every form of pool in one game with tighter pockets.
Isn't that something like watching Ronnie O'Sullivan, right? And Allison Fisher brought up Ronnie O'Sullivan. I said, listen, Allison, she says, well, he's just such great in here. I says, the way you see Ronnie O'Sullivan's the way I'd looked at you, when you were, because she just dominated so much. Like Siming Chen. She's,
it's going to be interesting.
He's setting the bar pretty high.
Yeah, she's going to have a ton of titles. And like you said, she's only 25. I mean.
And 12 years pro. Yeah. So she started at 13.
I don't even think I'd shot a ball by 13. Like, it's crazy. That was a great shot by Janet. Again, like, you have ball in hand, you're thinking, I've got to go for the out. But the out was kind of like a lot of moves and whatnot, so played the disciplined shot of the safety. Opened up the table a little bit by moving that ball.
Yeah, she has her work cut out just to hit this ball. You see any path? I don't see.
I'm like, not really. Maybe go past. I don't even think she can see.
When you're in this spot, the first thing I'll look for when I say, listen, I'm not going to kick this ball. How can I tie up a couple balls? Right. Okay, how can I'm looking here. What can you, there isn't really, what do you do?
Can she get on the other? No, she can't get on the other side.
Can you hit the three? That was close to. Well, she accomplished one thing. She has the 4 and 5 on different ends of the table. She's going to have to get, work.
Yeah, and even the 3's on this side of the side pocket, right?
Right, so
it's going to be critical where Janet leaves the cue ball.
It's going to be really, really a tall order here. Just, like you say, you have to figure out. Here's the first thing. What goes through my mind here, Kelly, is I'll say, where would I put ball in hand on the 3 to get to the 4? Right. Okay, can I get there? No. Okay, so now what else?
And is it too much work to get there? You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to go, let me put, a tip of inside and go 4 rails to get there.
I like where she's looking to just come out in this area where you're going to get there for sure, in the area where you're hitting the 3 in the bottom right
and just drawing
corner.
Back.
Yeah, because even if you get straight, you can get there. If you get a little angle, you could still draw back and swing over.
She's playing
she's
safe
playing
again.
safe. I don't know. I mean,
if you're not comfortable,
yeah,
in the beginning of the match too, that's the other, kicker is like it takes everybody. Like people think, well, maybe Simming Chen comes out and like fires away, but if you still feel like you're warming up, kind of get your stroke straight and like get mentally in the match, which I don't think that she has a problem with that at all, but obviously she didn't feel comfortable about something there.
that's something Alex Pagline says. He says, Larry, I get a kick how people always say, yeah, he's shooting the right shot, the wrong shot. He says there is no right and wrong shot. It's just like what you just touched on right there, Kelly, is, maybe right now, this moment, that isn't the right shot.
Right.
I don't feel right.
If I don't feel right about it, there's no point in shooting it. Then you might as well play safe. 'Cause the last thing you want to do with ball in hand is get a bad leave off the first shot, Wow. Is she going for that? Or is
I
she
don't
playing
know. I don't know. I got to believe safe more.
That's what I
Maybe
think.
even to put it on this side of the 9 ball. So
safe? That works, though. It'll work. I feel like she's supposed to play safe here. Just gotta figure out which safe you want to go for. I think she's firing at it.
doesn't look like she got there. No.
Yeah, she can
Left
make
the
that right.
shot. Yeah. Might have played the cue ball down here, right? Kind of
Yeah,
came
that's
off
what
the
I would've
side of the
done.
ball.
Yeah, again, not that that's the right shot. That's what I would have been most comfortable with. Like, I feel like when I'm banking like that, it's harder to control when you're hitting it that hard for me personally.
The only way you really want to do that is if you have a ball right there where you just want to put the cue ball behind, where
Right.
you could slow the cue ball down.
Oh, I'm like, where'd the 4 go? I forgot she comboed it. I'm like,
Yeah,
where'd
she
that-
comboed it right. Now she wants to cut this in the corner and just come back for the 5.
One rail up table, or do you
No,
draw?
I'm going to
shoot in
draw it.
the
I'm going to
corner?
shoot it in the corner
Okay.
because it's just a short distance for the cue ball. It's not that difficult of a shot, and you're going to get position for sure. I'm on it.
Come on the other side of the 5 ball. Yeah. Well, like you said, you hit it too hard in these diamonds, it'll do that little in the corner, and then you're mad.
Good point.
Still doable though. Just a matter of where she wants to be on the 6 ball, which I feel like I played bottom left, come around to your rail, shoot the 6 in this corner, and then you're good. So this is the
It's a
key
good
shot
choice.
right here.
It's a good choice. Plus, you get past the 6 ball, you have position all the way. Now
Perfect.
you're on the runway right there.
Good thing I told her what to do.
Sure. Hey, wait a minute. What's that? She's doing everything you say, Kelly.
If only I could execute it the way that she does.
Looked like she was going to slow roll it down for the 7,
She
right?
changed her mind, right? It looked
Yeah,
changed
like
her
she
mind.
probably wishes, like she just had that shot to just roll the
Yeah.
ball in, go forward.
I mean, the stun's not a bad choice if you feel comfortable with it, but you can't change your mind when you're down on the ball. Trust me, I've tried it.
Now you're
doesn't
better off
work.
get used to standing back up and rethinking.
Walk around the table one more time if you have to. It's probably one of the hardest things to do in pool is reset in the middle of a rack. This isn't too bad of a lead, though.
Well, what I like about it is everything's natural for position. If you pocket the 6, all you have to do is control the speed. So
Yeah, just
there's
make the
also
ball.
a good safe, just to bank the 6 back down to the middle of this rail.
Oh,
And
yeah. Hit the left side of the 6.
she's probably thinking about that too. Just
Yeah.
make sure you don't scratch. You know,
Fire
you
it
foul.
in.
I
When in
can see
doubt,
you're
hit the
aggressive.
ball.
You're an aggressive player. Nicely
Oh,
done.
here you
Nicely
go.
done. A little
See?
more, get
Because
legs.
that's what I told her to do.
Fired in. You guys have signal? You have some signals?
I don't even think she can see it. Are you kidding? She's so focused, she probably doesn't realize we're over here. See, it's still the right angle to just bump the 8 towards the... Because you're going to run into that 8, but it'll go towards the corner, right? At that angle.
Like,
Ooh, she put... Ooh,
nicely
that worked out
done.
nicely.
Really nice. Yeah, she hit that really well.
Yeah. I think a lot of players don't take the time when they know they're going to run into a ball. They don't look at, spend enough time figuring out, okay, when I run into it, where is it going? You know, it's just like, all right, I'll run into it, it's fine. No.
Yeah.
Or the cue ball will do this, but yeah, that's fine, but you need to know where the object ball is going
Yeah,
too.
exactly. You need to know exactly what side, and it's a good thing to practice. Just carry them in the balls, and you know, and that's one of the reasons Efren Reyes, he started out playing balk line, which is all carry 'em, and you know, and he controls the ball so well.
Or straight pull. Play some straight pull. That's going to teach you the caroms and nice shot.
Nicely
Very
done.
nice.
Nicely done, Janet Atwell.
3-2.
Goes ahead. 3-2, race 8. We're here at the WPBA Ho Chunk Classic. I'm Larry Schwartz here with Kelly Kavanaugh.
Yes. No nickname. Feel free to send in your suggestions for nicknames. I've got a couple. I'm not a fan of the entertainer I got last time I was here. I'm like, it's because I'm funny, not because I'm entertaining. Well, I am entertaining at the table. That's because I'm laughing at myself.
It's good to be entertaining.
Yeah.
You have a good sense of humor, without a doubt.
Thank you. Trying to see some of these other scores. Got some tight matches going on already. All right, Janet to break. What did you notice just from, obviously, have you been commentating all day? Are you noticing that people are making balls on the break or not? Because I feel like I've seen a lot of people not making balls
It's
on
coming
the
up
break.
dry. You know when it stopped coming up? You know when they stopped coming up dry? When I watched that last match with Saming. Saming Chen was killing the balls, making 3 balls.
But her opponent wasn't.
Before that, she made a few, but before that, yesterday the balls being broke, when they were being broken softly, it seemed like they were going, the table was much more forgiving than the person getting up there and crushing them, okay?
Well, you should have told me that before my match.
You didn't ask me. And that's such a big thing to pay attention and watch. Maybe, like, let's say you were going to play on this table your next match, and you knew that. You come in and you watch where they're breaking from. You kind of
Right.
go to school off of what they're doing. I always say, pay attention, and it will pay you back.
Yeah,
And
that's
that was
good.
nicely done right there. So,
Does she have a path between the 6 and 8 or no?
no,
No.
she's
gotta
probably
go
going to,
the
yeah,
right route.
right, have a chance at making it.
Yeah, this is going to be whoever makes the 1 ball first has a pretty good out here. I don't really see any problems. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, maybe just get in the right shape on the 3. That's the only. So who's going to make the 1 ball here? Who's going to make the 1 ball?
She's going this way. She's going the way you saw first, right here.
Probably kick safe it down the table. Oh, she didn't hit it hard enough. Still not terrible.
No. You cut it in the side, go into the 8. I mean, that's pretty dangerous. I don't think that's going to happen. So she has an open pocket down here. It looks like.
Yeah,
I'm
it
not
looks
sure.
like it goes past the 6, but She's looking. Is that the look of, yeah, it goes in? Or the look of, I'm not sure? Wow.
Great shot.
That's a great shot. Center pocket, ladies and gentlemen. She's straight on this too. No, she's got a little angle.
No, she has a nice angle to work the cue ball down and see how she handles this. Well, wait a minute. That spot got her.
Did she get it?
The spot got her.
Did it roll on the spot?
Well, it kind of gave the little rock. We don't put a.
Oh, she's
looks
got
like
it.
she has
She's
it.
got
Did
it.
you see?
Told
Okay,
you.
we don't put the spot. We don't put the spot. We put a little circle with the washer. So
Mhm.
the.
Look, she stroked the last two shots, so that's confidence. That's good. Is she on the wrong side of this ball?
She didn't want to draw back. She was a little.
Yeah.
One pocket will teach you that bank.
Yeah, that's why I'm not very good in that one pocket, because I'm not the best banker. I should probably play it more.
I mean, there's a lot of people, isn't there? There's people. I know there's people
There's
in
a ton
Orlando.
in
There's a
Orlando.
ton in Orlando, and I cannot remember. Don't worry, I had the whole scorecard there from about 2 years ago, and I thought I was going to go down there.
Yeah, if you go in, especially during the daytime, into my pool hall, we have 4 9-foot gold crowns in there, and they're all taken, and they're all playing one pocket. All of them. Not really.
Do you ever go to Tampa?
Mm-hmm. Go to Tampa all
Go
the time.
to Family Billiard?
Nope, I've actually never been to Family Billiards. Mostly go to Strokers, Corner Pocket, Coca-Q. More in like the Clearwater area. All right, this is squirrely. She's really good at that 2-rail kick, though.
It's easier with a 2-rail kick
Yeah.
here. I mean, it's a lot bigger ball.
Didn't hit it hard. Wow.
It seems like she made it a little more difficult on
Yeah.
herself than she really had to.
Yeah, she could have hit it a little bit closer to the 7, actually. Hit it firmer. Come around, yeah.
All right, Janet has a real good look here at moving ahead another game. I mean, I really don't see anything that could stop her.
Just 6 to the 7, which shouldn't be. I mean, she's got ball in hand, so she should be able to easily get there. I mean, she could even leave it to shoot the 6 on the side and go up table.
Exactly. Just barely move the cue ball up. Just get straight in on the 5 in this corner, bottom right corner. Move up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Just a teensy weensy.
Teensy weensy. It's your nickname.
That's my new nickname, teensy weensy. It's not too bad, actually. I do say it a lot. I got it from my niece, actually. You're a pro. You can do it. It's fine.
Yeah, she's good. What a great person. Yeah.
Oh, she's
Yeah, I
the
love
best.
Ada.
She's
Yeah,
the
she
best.
is.
I definitely miss her here this weekend. Hopefully everything's
Yeah,
okay
I
with the
know.
hurricane.
I know. Yeah, Allison was sweating that too.
Well, I live in Florida, so I sweat all the hurricanes. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
I was in one. I was
that's
in
gonna
one where
land.
I was in Miami and we had to drive to Orlando. I think it took like 9 hours.
Oh my
You know,
gosh.
with all the cars.
Everybody else
yeah,
evacuating, yeah.
92.
Yeah, I've had quite a few down there. Last year with Irma, I lost power for a week.
Wow, that's pretty rough.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. Well, I had friends that had power, so I had a friend of the pool, so there was that. But you go running outside in that 90 degrees heat. The cold shower feels good when you go home. So there you go. That's the move. That's the move.
You're talking
ladies and
about, how
gentlemen.
long did you say you lose power for?
A week.
We just lost power 10 minutes in our room about an hour ago. And they were
They're
they
sweating.
were going crazy. And that's the truth.
Let's go downstairs. Think she's going for the combo here?
You know, I'm really not sure. I think the
Looks like
bank looks pretty.
yeah.
You know, she's
Oh,
going for
playing
the
off
the ticky.
backside.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's creative.
There's a good way to line that up. That make you really accurate on those. You know, there really is. There's a.
So you're going to show that to me later? Is that what you're saying? Okay. Thank you. Oof. Eh. This is going to be rough to the two. Is she straight? She's not straight. Play the top inside and come around 2 rails, you think? Oh,
It's hard to see the
stunning.
angle she has. You know what she has.
Yeah.
So she might not like that if she
Oof.
catches it, but she got fortunate not to come into that 7 ball. So
It was my sound effects that did that.
beautiful.
Good shot, good shot. Yeah, now she's kind of back to where it's just, I mean, I don't want to say it's not tic-tac-toe, but there's an open out for sure. Oh,
It's okay.
not terrible.
I like just coming back, spinning down to
Spin
this
down
rail
rail.
and stay on the right side of the 7, where it's just natural to come around
Right.
2 rails.
Yeah, and even if you come too far, I mean, even drawing it to come back down isn't terrible.
She's thinking about
She
it,
makes me nervous when she does that.
and she second guess.
Yeah, I'm like, why, what's wrong? What's wrong? Sorry.
No, but it's fun. I see what you're saying, though. Her demeanor at the table. It's like, wait a minute. She was all ready to shoot.
You were fine. What happened?
She was good. And she changed her mind. Change of plans.
But still, again, the discipline. She
See how
obviously
she's
didn't
putting
feel
the
good.
draw now, where she's
Yeah.
going to come up and
Come down the bottom rail and back up.
stay up on the right long rail if she can. Well, she got straight, just like you said, and she's going to be fine.
Yeah,
You know,
just
bringing
draw
it back. Yeah. She has a pretty good reach, so she's going to be shooting with the bridge. Or does she have an extender?
The drama. Dun,
She
dun,
has an
dun.
extension. Does she have a bridge?
Oh,
The
cheater.
extension. The cheater. Do you have a cheater? Do you play
No,
with
I
it?
don't, actually. I actually really love the bridge. Like many, many moons
Oh, well,
ago.
that's good.
Well, 2005, I played APA at the time, and I was captain of the team. We went to Vegas, and Allison Fisher was my favorite player. Blah blah blah, and she was out there, and my team, to thank me for putting up with them, basically, all chipped in and got me a lesson with her, and I got a lot out of that lesson, obviously, or I wouldn't be here today. But she showed me how to use the bridge, and being the snooker background. Right, obviously she's
You had to use
a
it a lot.
monster with the bridge,
Yeah.
right? So I learned that day and then practiced it, and now I love it.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
That's
The
excellent.
only time you don't love it is obviously when you're already stretched even extra, even with the bridge, and you need to draw a ball. Then you're like, meh.
You know who the best on the men's tour? Who the best is with the bridge, don't you?
No idea.
By far. I'll tell you what he does. Maybe you'll know after I tell you. He matches up with people. He plays them where has to use the bridge every shot.
I have no idea who that is.
Corey Dewey.
You would think I would know that, being he used to live in Florida.
Exactly, and he is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I watched him in Derby City. He played people pretty high too for a lot, and just he had to use
Where
the
they
bridge.
could shoot normal.
They played, yeah. They
but
shot
he
normal.
Had to shoot the bridge.
Right.
Wow.
Don't worry, he did pretty
I mean,
well too.
Everything that's fun or mechanics-wise, Corey's.
Yeah, he's something else.
I mean, he studies
The
like,
rack, the brick,
everything,
yeah.
and he knows. Oh God, I couldn't. The
Right.
intricacies of the things that he knows.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I did a whole column on him when he was up there at the Carom Room, not too far from here, and he was doing that. What do you call that? The racking when you know what I'm talking about, where you rack them a special way, where the balls it was 8 ball.
The pattern racking.
The pattern racking,
Yes.
and I did the whole column on him. And I just, I don't know when it was. I did that about 3 years ago, right after he did it. And everybody complained because he was able to successfully do it and make ball and then still run out because he goes into the ball so well and he controls the cue ball so well. And they all complained. I mean, greatest players in the world.
Well, they don't like
Yeah.
losing.
Yeah, exactly. You got that right. And anyway, I told him I did that, and he says, I never saw it. And I just, actually, it was only about 3-4 months ago, I finally got to read the column.
So he gets to blame you for why everybody's.
No. It happened there. They couldn't handle it. He was just killing everybody.
Yeah, that's one of those subjects in pool that everybody's got different opinions about it. Of like whether it's acceptable or not. And like,
well, this is pretty interesting. You need to have a ball. Well, at the World Tournament, Allison was just telling me you have to have 3 balls making it into the kitchen.
Yes.
Okay, make it over the
WPBA
head
rules.
string.
Or
right.
if you make a ball, and then
You
got to
only have 2.
Right.
Make 2 balls, you got to have 1. I learned. Now I know the rules.
They use it at the U.S. Open.
Right, exactly. That's the first time I saw it. I didn't know the
That's
exact.
the first time I saw it, and
Yeah.
like all of a sudden, like
In Vegas,
guy
I
makes a
saw
ball on the
it
break.
in the re-racking
And
or
they're-
something, or it's the other
yeah.
person shot, or I
was
didn't
like,
get it.
What happened here?
So that's the first place I saw it. Yeah.
Well, and there's a lot of people who say, well, some people can't hit it that hard. It's not about how hard you hit the rack; it's that you're hitting the right spot. Granted, if you're on like a bar table, it's obviously going to be in like a bar that doesn't get new tape or felt, whatever. Like a slower cloth, maybe, but it's not as hard as people think it is. But it's still, another way to another equalizer in my mind. It's like we're constantly having to come up with new ways to make the game harder because it's become so easy for some people. Not me. Feel free to make it easier, everybody. Like, Kelly makes a ball, she wins. Well, like, can we do that? Like that.
Well, I'll tell you right now, that's pretty good what you said, that you're real good with the bridge because you play. Well, I got news for you, a lot of people can't play with the bridge. Well, you got to stop there and shoot the 3, and wow, that's what happens when you
break
force.
Up the 5
yeah,
line. Yeah.
And she could have done it off the 3. It looked like.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, just make the 3 and
Right.
come straight back into it.
Well,
And safe.
yeah, which safe though.
You're gonna come off the right side of the 2 and try to bring them right behind, freeze them on the 7.
Yep. And you've got an
I
extra.
like natural.
There's a lot of room for error up there too, because you could go behind the 8, and go behind the 7.
Yeah.
You have like a quadrant that you can.
And it's natural. I like
Yeah.
natural. I like kind of going with the flow, like.
Yeah. When you're down 5-2, so you don't want to try to get funky, and I think a lot of people, they feel like they're supposed to play better at that point. Like, no, just go simplify it as much as possible.
That's a good point. Excellent point.
Mm,
Still pretty tough.
yeah.
Extremely tough. Good choice.
Yes.
Janet has her
Safety
work
here.
cut out. The safety here? Okay, here's the safety here. I don't, wait. She's going to slow roll it. She's going to slow roll it.
And put it behind the 4.
Behind the.
Oh. I don't think
That
that
was
was a
way
bad
more.
idea. She just hit
Yeah,
it too soft.
exactly, but that was a way more difficult save than the. She could have hit it with speed, though, come all the way back up table with the cue ball.
Right. That's what I was thinking when the way she was aiming is what I thought she was going to do. So, does that 5 go anywhere?
See if we can get a look here. No, it looks pretty snug.
Oh, so she could. Well, see,
She
when you
could-
go for the break out here, you gotta make sure you leave yourself a shot on the 4. Which it could go in that
That's
side.
not the. That's a tall order. You got to come
Yeah.
right back into that left side of the 9 from our view, and it's.
Yeah, it's a small room for error.
If anything, you want to hit it with a little bit of speed, right? Just a.
You had to try to come off the 9, go towards the 4. You can even shoot the 4 in the other corner.
See, that's okay. Now let's see if we
Does it go
if
now?
we could get a view. Let's see.
Does it go? Does it go? Dun dun dun. Does it go? I don't know. I think it goes on the side. I don't think it goes in the corner.
Can you?
Everybody stop. Let me come out there and look at this, please. She could run into it again, technically. Oh, good shot, good shot. All right, well, we're going to find out where it goes now.
No, it definitely doesn't. Not from here. You know, the other side.
I think she's looking at the camera on the 9.
No, not
I
available.
think that's what I thought.
But it's not.
She's looking at
it's
it like it
no,
might.
no,
What if you hit the
That's
5-ball
not
full?
available.
No. Not open.
No, it's not
It's
open.
not going to happen. People.
No.
Well, a couple of good safety options here.
There's some options. You know, you could do the zigzag. You could do
Yeah,
the
I
Z,
like the
bing,
zigzag.
bing.
That's what
You
I'm
like
thinking.
the zigzag with
'cause
right
the 5 ball's
English.
going to
Yeah.
stay right there because
Yes.
of the 9 ball.
Yes, that's not bad.
It's not what she's doing.
And she's going to slow roll it and bring it in, or she banking it cross side. She might be banking it cross side, knowing the 5 is tracking up table.
Oh, wait. I don't know more rail. Yep. That's why you hit it hard, people. Don't try that at home.
Yeah, as that 9 ball becomes the
That's a
ball
huge
to.
ball right
Yes, it
now.
is.
Play off of it and go up table. Still squirrely. Go for the carom. I want to see a carom, apparently. You're like, it's not open. Yeah, just don't take away
Wait
my
a
fun.
minute, that was nice. If she
Don't
doesn't
scratch,
scratch,
don't
but it looks like
scratch,
she's
don't.
scratch. No. If she gets out, it is all by the skin of her teeth. I mean, this is every shot.
Grinding. It's definitely grinding. But like I said, sometimes you do that. You just make the ball. You know? And she definitely knows how to make the balls. She
There it
banked
is.
that?
Well, I know she thinks she could bank because she's tried a few banks that she
Yeah, but look at this.
came on. No, this is really no bargain.
Ooh,
Especially if she's
If
straight.
she likes banking, she can cross bank this.
No, this is as straight as it gets.
Yeah, I feel like you're actually supposed to play the cross bank. And hit the
You're
speed.
100% right.
Yeah, because the speed, well, you bring the cue ball back down and hit the speed. If you miss, it goes back to the middle.
Good thinking.
Thanks. Really good
That's
from over
good.
here. Really good from over here.
Shooting 1,000.
I was shooting at that.
Well,
It also helps. It's one of my favorite shots, but yeah. Because it's a one-pocket shot. Because it's a one-pocket shot.
well, she's winding up, though. She's going to try to draw this back and fire it in.
Stay down. Follow through. At least do that.
That's difficult.
She's gonna leave her jacked up over it, though.
Yeah,
This
no
is
bargain
no
here.
good either.
No. She gonna slow roll this to the corner. She can overcut it, hit the left side of the 8, bring the 8 back to the middle of the end rail. She can,
Shoot in the side with a bunch inside, not a bunch, but inside and go up table and back down. That's you gotta hit that so hard though. When you're jacked up over a ball, that's tough action.
how about just crossing over on the right side and making sure you get the cue ball back down here
Yeah,
by the 9 and just saying, okay, your
I
shot.
like that. Dun dun dun. I love it. She's got a really good bridge over that ball, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, what was she gonna do with the 9?
Oh no, it's I know from there what was she gonna do with it? Bank it? I mean, just play safe.
Cut the
Back she
crap
probably
out of
would
it?
have, yeah.
She probably would have played the safety. Actually,
Yeah.
you're right.
No, is she gonna stay there? Is she gonna, I don't know the angle she has. Is she gonna come around 3 rails?
3 rails. I vote for 3 rails. It's fun.
Nicely done too.
Good
This is
speed. Very, very good speed. Well done.
yeah. She made a lot of good shots, is right.
Yes, she did.
Janet, she got away with some stuff, but she also made some good shots. She made that nice back. All right, we're back. I'm Larry Schwartz here, and I'm joined by Kelly Cavanaugh. And we have a good match, a great match here for you. Janet Atwell in front 5-3 in this race to 8. We're here at the WPBA Ho Chunk Classic up here in the Wisconsin Dells. Anybody not familiar with the Wisconsin Dells, we're about 3 hours north of Chicago, 3.5 hours north of Chicago, and we're about 2 hours west of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So if you have, you have a little bit idea where you're at, like, where's Ho Chunk?
I had to look it up when we got the invite.
Yeah, Ho Chunk. What the? I've been hearing Ho Chunk. This is the first time I'm here, too, and I've been hearing about it since they opened about 20 years ago.
It's a great place, honestly. It's very nice.
It is.
It's very nice.
Big, too.
And yeah, I'm getting all my 10,000 steps. Look, I'm at 57 steps already today, and I haven't played pool, so.
Well, I'm not getting mine. Wait.
I'm pretty sure it's like 1,000 steps from the room to the pool room.
I'm set on it. I'm set at a 10,000 goal. I'm going to tell you.
See, well, you've been sitting all day. You're commentating. I literally each day I've been over. I think I had 12,000 yesterday.
Oh, so you're getting around. You're walking around the casino.
Maybe. Well, there's
Okay.
also that grill. There's a place called The Grill that's way on the other side that you can just get a quick sandwich.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good, but it's like way on the other side. So.
No, I'm one of those guys. I don't mind parking far away. I don't mind any of that
Yeah.
stuff.
Just get my
I
steps in.
use the
Just get my
stairs.
steps
Use
in.
the stairs.
This is interesting. This is another one of those shots you kind of want to go for because it's.
Well, I mean, the safe is.
Safe is way better.
Well, sure it is, because you're coming down towards the 9 with the cue ball. You come
can
around the
park her
2.
behind the 2. You can park her behind the 2 too. Yeah. No.
I don't think so. I'll put the 1 behind the 2. Wait.
Nope, that's not what I
I
meant.
know, but the other
I'm
way.
like, I'm not gonna take credit there.
The 1 ball was going into the 4.
I kind of
ball.
want to, but all right, that's
That's
not what
funny.
I meant. Can she see that to make it?
I don't think so. I really don't, Kelly.
Oh no.
You're going to come behind it. Now, if you hit it with some speed, you're going to compress the rail and it's going to stick. Another 1 pocket, but I think she let her see it.
Yeah, right into the 4 ball.
One of the best 1 pocket shots I know are, I just showed it to Mike Massey, who's going to put it on his DVD. I said, you put it on your DVD, you got to mention my name. And anyway, I showed him a
like, are
shot
you
that
gonna
he's
get
never seen.
recognition?
Yeah,
You
he's
showed
never.
Mike Massey
Yeah,
a
he's
shot
never
he's
seen
never
the
seen.
shot. I'm going to tell you right now, 99 9/10 of people never saw this 1 pocket shot. Never. And same with Wayne.
Yeah, this is one of those tables where it looks like a lot of traffic, but it's actually not too bad. You just gotta get center table for that 3 ball, and then you'll have natural shape to the 4, and 5, corner, 6, side, yeah. So this is the 1 ball at a time. Take a deep breath. She short stroked it. I recognize that because I do it.
Yeah, it's so important to put a pure stroke on every shot. Just a sweet stroke, sweet stroke.
Good shot. That's a great shot. Yeah, there's like 5 blockers in the way. Oh, this is gonna be tough to hit too. Well, I guess.
But
you
I'll
can
tell
come
you
on
right
rail.
now, there could be a reward if you hit it too.
Yeah.
That 9 ball is
Yeah, you gotta
in
hit
good
it.
position.
Gotta hit it.
Yeah, there's a reward if you hit it, and there's going to be a penalty. Could be a serious penalty if you don't hit it.
Well, the other thing is you gotta make sure that you hit it, obviously, but you hit it hard enough that you don't leave it sitting there for the opponent.
Let's see. Here we go.
But again, if you go 2 rails, Oh,
Well,
she
the
missed.
penalty is going to come into
Did she
play
go 2
here.
rails? I wasn't
Ye-
looking. She
yeah.
went 2 rails. Yeah, the reward of the 2 rails, if she hit it, is that the cue ball will go up table.
She had a chance if she hit the 2 of
To
the
make
2
the 9.
making the 9, and now
Mm.
Janet should have no trouble with this at all.
Yeah, it looks like the 9 ball's a little further off the rail, but I don't think. I mean, you've got ball in
Remember how
hand.
tough that combination was to open up this whole match,
Yeah,
that first
that's
shot?
right. That
Yeah.
was a hell of a
This should
shot.
be, and she didn't have ball in hand. And she makes it. She pulls ahead to 6-3.
6-3, race to 8.
Janet Atwell leading Kristie Bacon.
Making faces at Kristie. Sorry, everybody.
And she's making faces back, so
Oh,
that's
yeah.
good. As long as she was making
Smiling.
faces back and she's there and I could see her smiling at you, and that's why she's laughing. But that's exactly what, for all of you, that's what I'm talking about with the women's pool. There's so much camaraderie here. Everybody is
Yeah.
friendly. Everybody knows each other. It seems like everybody's pulling for each other. So, and that's such a sweet thing
Yeah.
to see. You know,
We're always in here sweating each other's
That's-
matches, and you know, I tell people this all the time. You go to a tournament, there's 64 people in it. Well, 63 people are going to lose. Like, you can't look at it like losing is a bad thing. It's every time's a learning
it's
experience.
supposed to be a
and whatnot.
learning. You just
Right.
hit it. You hit the nail on the head right there. Learning is losing is you got to learn from it. If you don't learn from it, then you're probably going to do the same thing again.
Right, and you still gotta have fun. And you still got, obviously, we're all very close. All of them. I mean, even when we had some new players this time, they're the same thing. They're all awesome. Like, everyone's just so friendly, and you're not wishing negative on anybody. You want everybody to play their best because we all work really hard to be here. This is kind of sporty, isn't it? This could be a good safety, depending on.
You want to kind of come straight down. You want to get it where you hold it.
Look, she's going to the side. I almost feel like she can jack up and freeze her on the 8.
Well, she
Did
did.
she go
Did
for that?
very well.
I think she
Yeah,
went
I think she tried to make it, but then again, she played the
safe
two-way,
shape, yeah.
the two-way right there, and it worked out.
Did it though? Did it though?
Did it? I don't think so. If anything, she has rail first. Yeah.
Which is going to send the cue ball towards it too, so it's not terrible.
Just don't hit it with too much speed.
hit
Sometimes
the
that cue ball
backside.
wants to fly away with
Yeah.
these. It wants to just
Hit it
fly.
good.
But she hit it now. Hit a little more speed.
Make
So-
up your mind.
Now she just has to make this and stop. And like you say, like what Ava told you, just take your medicine.
medicine.
Let's stop this. Well, wait a minute. Does she have an angle?
Yeah, she's got a little angle. Just a little.
I think stopping and taking your medicine was the
Yeah.
right thing.
I think she.
It's
My
fun.
other favorite classic. I think she spun it out instead of spun it in. I'm good at that one too.
No, but that's good. But you want to know something? It's so funny when you say, Ava said, just take your medicine. That's exactly sounds like Ava. That's her talk.
And that's like one of the best pieces of advice I think I've ever gotten, because especially at this level, you think people expect you to run out all the time and make these great shots and be in perfect position all the time. And some of the best players in the world, like Shane Van Boening, misses balls. Like, he doesn't make every single ball he shoots. A very high percentage, yes. But everybody misses. So instead of going crazy, take your medicine.
Well, I like
That's a
it,
great
and I'll tell you how
shot.
much I like it. I'm writing 24 years for Billiards Digest, and I've written over 280 columns on 8-ball once a month, and I'm looking for new
There you go.
ideas.
Take your medicine.
medicine.
Yes. Credit to Ava and Kelly. I'm like, I won't steal her ball. No, but that
Teensy weensy
that was
Kelly.
years ago. Like when we were on ESPN. I don't remember if it was a Tournament Champions or just like a classic event, but it was her and Mitch doing commentary, and it just stuck with me.
Very good people. Extremely good people. I'm very close. One of my closest friends is the father to her child, her ex-husband, Jimmy. And I stay in touch with
To
Jimmy.
Nikki's dad?
Yeah, Jimmy Matai. He was a world champion.
Yeah, I never met him.
Yeah.
I was talking, actually, Mark Jarvis has been running around Florida, and he was talking about that recently, too. I just like hearing all the stories. Like all the old stories, and we'll call them the war stories. Oh, good shot, good shot.
Real nice. Really nice. Nice control. Put the cue ball against the rail. Real nicely done. And I'll tell you
You
what.
know what I really like about her safeties is that she also makes sure she doesn't leave a jump shot. Have you noticed that?
That's pretty good if that's what she's intending. I mean, that's strong.
I mean, I wonder. Like, you know, I played someone in a tournament not that long ago, and every time he hooked me, I was like, God, you never leave me a jump shot. He's like, because I know you can hit him. And I'm like, are you actually think about that? I was like, oh, I should start thinking about that when I'm playing safe. Like, I don't think about, oh, that'll be an easy jump for this person or whatnot. That's why I notice I hear him. Like, I don't think that Kristie's had the opportunity to jump a ball the entire time when she's been hooked, which has been quite a bit. Oh, not enough spin.
Well,
I'll probably just hit it.
that was a real key there. She's trying to stop Janet from getting to the hill, and Janet's going to have a nice little look here. A real nice look. Really, everything kind of connects.
Yeah.
I mean, look
Two
at
to
it.
the side, forward,
roll up for the 3.
Roll down to the 4.
5 is there.
6 goes past that 8 in that corner. If she chooses that corner, depending how she gets on the 5. This is again like when you have that out and you know you can get out, then it's like, okay, look at what your pattern is, where you want to be, and then make the ball. I feel like a lot of people forget, like, I'll think about the 8 while I'm shooting the 2.
No good. No good. Play the whole rack out in your head, and then then
pick it
stay
apart
in the
one by
stay in the
one.
moment and
Right.
just shoot like you say one. But she's gonna have to come over to the left side. I think she'd have to come on the short
Yeah,
side
she-
of this ball. So I don't like going where she's looking. I'd rather just swing all the way out to this left
To the
rail.
and
Okay.
come-
I mean, that seems like it's the easiest. And surprised she's not really looking at it that right there where she's going to look. That's all. That's exactly
Yeah,
where
it's-
she's going to
it's
have to
actually-
get.
I mean, it's basically just bottom English.
Yeah. It's a
It's-
very natural shot. You just want to make sure you do get to the exact points you're trying to get to, because you don't want to come too high. And you don't want to get straight, that's for sure. So you just have to try to be real precise on it.
I think she's still looking to get just right there. I don't think she's going to go all the way across.
She thinks she could just slow roll it and miss the 9, which is fine if she knows she could do it, She's going to just try to just come down below the 9. Let's see how she hits it. Or just,
I think she's coming center of the table. Wasn't that what she was pointing at? Oh, she did. Oh, all the way over. Great shot. She's not straight, is she? She is straight? Nah, I don't think she's straight. I'll bet you, let's see, I got about 97 cents in my pocket because I cashed out a ticket like an idiot for 97 cents on it. So, I bet you my 97 cents that she's not
I
straight.
can't match that. You have too much. You have too much money for. You're
It's a lot of money for a
You're
pool player.
high rolling me.
All right, let's see.
She might not be straight. I think you're going to win 97 cents. No. Wait a minute. That tells me she was
I
straight
don't know. I need
and
to
she
see the
forced the
replay.
issue.
I'm gonna need to see the
Yeah,
replay.
she forced it, and but she really got away with it. She didn't leave a real nice shot. I'm not sure if Kristie's going to try to bank this cross side. It looks like it's lying pretty well. Just
Yeah, but you're down 6-3. I know. Play the safety.
You're
And
fighting
the cue
to
ball
keep
behind the
your...
9 ball. Send the 4 ball 2 rails up to the other end. No? Unless, I mean, maybe, like I said, I'm not a great banker, so maybe she's a great banker. That definitely was not what I was thinking. But she's going to get away with it, too. She shot that a little fast. Like, I felt like she took her time until she got down on it. Which means she probably wasn't committed to it. She probably didn't totally like it.
That's a good point. Committing, that's another, you know, a lot of good stuff.
You're going to add that in the book, too? Or in the article? Ooh. Well, that's not terrible. Still makeable. Oh, there's such a good save here. She's supposed to play the safety. You just send this
What
4 ball
safe
up.
do you see? Just stick?
Bank the 4 ball
Yeah.
up and stick it behind the
Stick
9.
rights to stay. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple.
Making the ball, you gotta do it.
Hitting it full, just
Hitting
like
it
that.
full.
And don't let it come out. You needed to get legs, it did. She got past the side.
Yeah, she's needing a little bit of inside on that 4 to keep it straighter. If she makes this, she might run into that 7.
Oh, she did have a shot on it. This ball is going to
She
swing
ran
over.
into that goodness. See, she planned for that. She knew. She figured out where she was gonna hit the 7 and planned for it to play off of it. Still a tough shot there, but oh, there's another. See, now I'm just seeing all the safeties. I need to play again. Can I play again?
Well, next time you're going to commentate a match before your first match.
Yeah, there you go. That's the plan for October.
Okay.
How'd she get between those balls? That was a
Well, it's going to be tough here. She's going to have to. I'm
Rail
not sure if
first.
it's off. Yeah, rail first, but is it froze? It's still, even if it's froze, you could compress the rail a little bit with a little speed. So let's see how she hits it. See how Kristie handles this. She wasn't, from our view, we couldn't see that she had that, but now, does she just slow roll this and leave her right on top of the 8 ball?
Does it go past the 8 ball?
I don't
No.
think so, but how about slow roll it? Leave the
Slow
cue ball
roll,
right on
cue ball
top of
right
the
on
8 ball.
Yeah.
I like this
Don't
saying.
think
I've
it.
always learned the saying, know a little, do a little.
Simplify. Gotta simplify. I don't like the choice. Just because, for a lot of reasons, but the score. But don't force it. You know? Just one rack at a time. It's one ball at a time.
Keep your opponent off the hill. That's really important.
And we've all come back from being down. We've all been up and lost, you know, so it's one ball at a time. Like, make the right decision, which is what I kept telling myself yesterday. Make the right decision, make the right decision, make the right decision.
It looks like if she does play this in the side, she could just hit this with a speed to come up between the 8 and 7. She'll have the 7 in the side or 7 in the bottom right corner, but she's playing it in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to play it in the corner.
Like you said earlier, that's just path of least resistance, basically.
Yeah.
Less room for error.
Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, just make it, and you're going to get position, 10 out of 10, and just make sure you make the ball. See here, if I have I can't tell exactly the cut that she has on this shot, but if she has a pretty good angle here, okay,
Oh, she's perfect
I
to
don't
come
mind
out.
coming through rails, but if she can hit it softly enough, yeah, she did. She had less of an angle than I thought
Oh,
she did.
Look how perfect.
No,
that
that's
is.
beautiful, and it looks like Janet's going to be going to the hill, and
Draw it right over. Do-do-do-do.
Nice speed. Stayed off the rail.
I hadn't had any sound
Beautiful.
effects in a while, so I had to throw one in there. So. Da-da-da.
That's good.
Good stroke. Good stroke.
All
Send it
right.
to the hill.
All right. Kristie Bacon breaking.
I can't wait to tell her that later.
That's a good one. Kristie Bacon breaking.
Say that 5 times. I don't think I could say it twice, actually.
Here we go.
See, I feel like, again, I feel like she hit that good.
Like she hit it really
And then
well,
look
and
at the
then she
balls.
doesn't make, the balls kind of.
Well, and yesterday I was talking about it because I wasn't making balls on the break as often as I normally do. And it's rack your own. So you know that the rack is good. And it felt like, when we first, like I said, when we first got here, it was warmer, that when you would hit the rack, it would just be like, boom, like almost like the...
No doubt
like
about it.
wasn't
No,
that
you weren't
rack.
imagining that. That's
Right.
exactly what was happening.
I was like, that's why I'm glad it's rack your own. Because if it's rack your opponent that happens, they always look at you like you put the rack on them. And I'm like, no,
You
I
see
do
the,
it to myself.
Do you see the shot here? Do you see it? How the 8 ball's the 2 ball's gonna push the 8, and the 8 you carom it in.
And is that 8 going to go in?
Yeah. So in other words,
Really?
well, it depends how
goes?
you hit it. Yeah, the 5 is gonna kick the. Actually, you can just shoot this, and it has to go. It has to go. See how the 8 was gonna go,
Oh,
and you
she
just
just
hit
hit.
it with speed, but she didn't see the shot. But that's a good shot. After she shot it, you can see that
Yeah.
the path of the 8 ball had to go to
Yeah,
the
it
hole.
looked like it was weird from here.
But nothing wrong at all what she did. I mean, it was really good. It turned out well, what she did.
Yeah. Sorry.
There's a meeting. You're looking at the meeting. They're having a meeting.
I got eyes everywhere.
And that's
That
nicely
worked out.
done,
Yes,
too.
that's
So
good. She can go real first on this, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, join me in
It's
she's
nice.
going to curve it. Yeah. Yeah, she has to come around it a little bit.
I mean, she obviously felt good about that as fast as she shot it. So this is now.
No.
Did she come behind it?
And this is.
No,
I know
she's
she
gotta
can't
go.
rail
No.
first, but this is going to be close. I mean, I can't.
Well, look where the 3 is.
She's just going to stick the cue ball. Wait.
I don't know if that was intentional, but it looks really good.
I think she was trying. No, I don't think. I think she knew she couldn't make it rail first. She was just trying to stick the cue
Stick the
ball
cue
there.
ball. This is kind of squirrely too. So one rail that way? That's the only way, right? Well,
I mean, you could
oh,
come
you could
up
go two,
here and
yeah.
come straight down. You could go
And
two rails,
up
yeah.
table, and then you can possibly
Yeah.
make the 5. Right? Get a little lucky. A little bit of luck never hurt anybody. Actually, if she kicks it one rail this way, she could still come off it and make a ball, but then the distance will be so huge.
Coming this way is going to be the easiest kick,
Right.
the way she's going to go. Positively go to the left long rail and come into it. Aim for the bottom, this side, the closer to us
Right.
side of the 2 ball. So if you don't make it going that way, you make it going back to
Right.
the left.
Or you're at least putting distance between them, hopefully.
No question. See that way? Now she hit it the back way like I was saying, but she's going to leave her a shot at this 9 ball, and actually a
Ooh,
good shot at the
that's,
9.
yeah.
That's a nice...
That's a nice little camera right there. But, you know, tight pockets.
Oh, yeah, you have to hit this really, really accurately. I mean, there's no room for error here. And the good thing about the shot is where the 2 ball's going.
Yeah, it's going up table, so.
Yeah. So look where the 9 ball went.
Reward. Oh, we got a jump shot. Oh, no, we don't.
No.
Son of a.
You wanted to see
I
how
wanted to see one.
she made a beautiful one. Smink Chang came with one that was where she had to draw the cue ball back up table.
Just like,
I know.
that's just, the accuracy of that is crazy. Like, she still might jump it just because she can see a piece of it, but I don't know if that's the right shot here. Because if you jump it, you're sending your cue, even if you hit it, you're sending the cue ball to the top right pocket. So she's got to kick at it. Could get a little lucky. Could hit the 2. Oh, man. You know, she's missed a few kick shots that are not characteristic for missing.
It's going to be interesting. Let's see how Janet, what she chooses here. I'm not sure. I don't think she has an available pocket. She has the combination on the 5. That's about it. Oh, it might go over here, another spot that we can't really tell.
Yeah.
Looks like the...
Oh, she could actually play another really good safety, but
Oh, yeah, stick her on the 6 ball,
Yeah.
right? I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
no. I think she's thinking a little extra too, just because of where that 3 ball is. Because if she shoots like the 2-5 combo, you still have to make sure you leave it to where you can get back up table. That's why I kind of like that safety.
How about bank the 2 over to the 9 on top of the 9 and stick them,
And
freeze
stick on
them to
the
the
6.
6, and then
Shoot
she
the
doesn't
2-9
hit it, she
combo.
has the combo.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
There you go. Pool solved.
She's doing that too. She's doing exactly what we said.
Yeah.
You know that, right?
That's because we're brilliant.
Look at that.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, but she didn't put it on top of the 9. She banked it too far down.
Look. She's,
No, I don't think she has it. It could have been there, but she's just going to, if she doesn't hit it, and it's a difficult hit just because of the placement of the cue ball so close to the 6, maybe frozen. It's going to be a difficult shot to hit, and she's going to have a doable run out, so excellent choice.
Yeah. I said it first.
You did.
I did.
You did. I'm not.
All right, what's the kick
I'm
shot
trying.
here?
The kick shot is a 3-railer.
It's the 3-rail.
The 3-railer, but you're elevated on the 3-railer, and that's the right shot. And she's seeing it. But what are you gonna do? Shoot a kick shot with a bridge? Oh, she's gonna 2-railer? It's pretty difficult 2-rail. At 3-rail is definitely
You
available.
can go 3-rail behind here. Like, Yeah?
Yeah, that's okay. See,
oh,
she was trying to come back with the left English, so Well, fortunately for Kristie, if there's any consolation, she didn't get the ball high enough where she could just shoot this 2-9.
Right.
Just make it that
Yeah.
simple. She's going to
She's
have to
gonna have
work
to
a
do the
little
work.
bit. She is going to have to work.
I mean, there's nothing real glaring once she gets on the 3 ball, so. Is she looking at a
7,
combo?
6 to the 7.
Is she,
Now she's going to
is she
look to
looking-
3 Fowler.
Is she on 2? Is she on 2 right now?
Yeah. She's on 2. She had ball in hand to place that last safety and leave her there. So she's on 2. So not a bad choice. I mean, what I would
No,
do
if you
here
can
is
get
leave
it.
the distance if you want to hit the 2 up, down here. You don't want to put the 2 too close to the rail.
Right.
It makes it easier to kick. So just hit it here. Leave it. Hit
I
the
think
2
she
ball up
changed her
table.
mind. I think she's going for the out. She changed her mind, look. Oof. Don't get straight. Okay.
Now just the work is going to be getting from the 6 to the 7.
Which technically means the 5 to the 6, because you have to be on the. Actually, no. There's a lot of places she can work around the 6 to the 7. She comes up short. She comes around 2 rails. Yeah, I don't really see much. Well, you know what? I'm not going to say that because the commentator, of course, is real. So, I'm just going to say, great shot. We're going to draw the 5 ball back for the 6 ball.
She's still a little work here.
Just a little bit. Does the 7 go past the 8?
No. That's why I'm saying it takes a little bit. If
All
that
right, I
did,
didn't
if
see
that
that.
was it. Okay. No, but if it did go past,
You win
then,
this one.
If it did go past, then it would be.
Overstroked it.
Total poker face, like you said earlier. Complete poker face. Like got up there, I just
That's
played
exactly
it over
what I
here.
was
That's
trying
where
to
I
do.
wanted.
I'm going to draw it into the tit and stop it right
That's
there.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, can we see that on live stream? Oh.
She has possibly has the 8. I can't
cut,
tell
yeah.
from this view, and it's
Yeah.
pretty difficult to tell. But I don't know.
It's not a good safety, that's for sure.
It's another one of those. Like if you're
Tweeners.
hitting off the right side of the 7 like she is, and the 7's still going into the 8, that helps the 8 go in the corner. See it? And that's
nice
going to
little
be
bumpy,
it.
bumpy.
But I'm going to tell you right now, Kelly, it was really a pleasure, and
Me
a
too.
pleasure meeting you, pleasure doing commentary with you.
Thank you,
and,
you too.
Thanks for all your input. It was very interesting, and after Janet makes this. All right, Janet Atwell defeats Kristie Bacon, and really, really a great match, and it was
good
really
friends.
a pleasure. And thanks a lot, Kelly. Hope to
Thank
do
you.
a lot more commentary with you.
Me
and
too.
Thanks for joining us in the booth. And everybody, thanks. We're going to be right back with one more match tonight, and so stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Bye-bye.